honestly feel like that's the hardest part about serving God for people is you gotta move and do what God wants you to do, not what you want to do. Like honestly, if I'm being totally honest, it doesn't even feel convenient for me to speak up on this gay shit for real. Honestly, it doesn't feel like I'm gonna benefit from it just based on me just being surrounded by this shit at all times and saying like, damn, as much little room I try to make myself is like 20 more motherfuckers coming at me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so naturally, just me being a man and like I ain't afraid of conflict, but it's like just me being a man, I'd rather be like, man, fuck that shit. I don't got time to be getting into it with motherfuckers and all of that. But it's like, it's not what I want to do. It's like God make you show you mean it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like God know my heart and He know I really don't give a fuck about this gay shit and I don't really care to speak on it. But it's His will, not mine. So it's like it ain't up to me if I want to speak on it or not. When I say that doing His will is what I want to do, or when I say I'm for doing His will, I can't say, well, I'm for doing your will as long as I don't have to. No, I don't work like that. It's like you got to do what's required of you because He's asking you to do something for a reason. You know what I'm saying? A lot of this shit was based on information I didn't know beforehand. So it's like me speaking on it was because He knew the truth about me and He knows that I'm not afraid to do it, but I didn't know why He wanted me to do it though. You know what I'm saying? Like I was trying to figure out why He wanted me to do it. And it's like I ain't get that part. You know what I'm saying? Like why? Why you want me to do it? Why you want me to speak up for this shit? Why you want me to expose this shit? Why you want me to do it? You know what I'm saying? So it's like all this time I've been trying to figure out why me. And it's like I'm the perfect person for it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, it's not necessarily convenient. It's not convenient for me. Like I don't get I don't get a good experience from people because I speak up on this shit. People aren't necessarily nice to me because I do God's will, because they don't. But it's like when you really live for God, you really gotta do what's uncomfortable to you. And a lot of people not willing to do that shit. You know, people not really willing to fight against the evil for real in the world. And then because majority of the time it's more convenient for a motherfucker to sit back and act like it's not going on than it is to say, oh, you wrong for that, or oh, you know what I'm saying? And people don't want to make things uncomfortable for um, their friends and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because majority of the time, the people that you gotta speak up against are people that are around you and close to you. I mean, random people, I mean, you could, but I mean, you don't really have much juice and you don't have really much say so when it comes to random people as to conduct and how they move and shit. That's not really up to you, but I'm saying like the people you would have some, I ain't gonna say the most influence over, but some influence over would be the people close to you, obviously. The people closest to you, obviously, would be the people whom your influence and shit would uh you would affect them the most speaking on them. But it's like, don't nobody want to do that shit. Nobody wants to call out the people they know for the bullshit they people be on. Nobody want to do that. And it's like, that's what I'm forced to do. I'm forced to call out people who just like me, who's supposed to be on what I'm on, but they not doing it. And do you know how, I don't think you understand the environment that creates for me, for people who's supposed to be doing this shit. They not doing it, but it's like, they're not benefiting from doing this. They benefiting from acting like it's not a thing and doing that. So it's like, I don't think people understand the position you put in when you gotta stand up against what everybody else doing and call people out for doing shit that benefits the enemy instead of who they're supposed to be doing shit for when they claim to be a part of something. Like, I don't think people understand the position that puts you in, or how people treat you when you're that person of power to hold everybody else accountable and responsible. They'll clean, do some bullshit, knowing damn well the consequences for doing some bullshit against you. They'll do it anyway, just because it serves them to do that instead of them serving God. You know, it's crazy, but that's how this shit go, unfortunately. Like, I don't get to pick. Like I said, I don't get to pick the experience I get from people based on what I do. I just get the experience I get and I speak on it. Shit. I get my experience and I speak on it, and then I get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? I live with the experience and I get on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, I don't get to pick how people react and how people act because of this shit, but it happens, you know? Like, it is what it is. Shit. I said what I said. It's all slow shit.